What are you doing here? Do you think you're going to survive in this competitive world? I don't think so. You are a complete failure. Nobody loves you, nobody understands you, and you don't deserve to be happy. This is what your self talks are when you are under the spell of stress, anxiety, or depression. These are the three most searched words on internet. Almost 46.5 billion searches emerges corresponding to these terms. And if you decide to spend 5 minutes on each, it will take somewhere around 560 years of yours. Do you have that kind of a time? And even if you have, do you want to spend your time on something like this? It's been 3 weeks that I have not uploaded any video. And I've been reading frantically about stress, anxiety, depression, about its scientific basis, about its neurological research, about its scientific research papers, about various case studies, and how people are combating it. I've been listening to videos from different experts and from our own personal experiences. I'm trying to gather information and collate data so that I can give you something which can be used by you to have little light of hope when we see that there is darkness all around. In these times of COVID, when from last 1.5 years, we've been stuck in certain situations that we are naturally drawn towards stress. This work from home 24/7, this family fatigue, this feeling of being stuck in one place, not able to go out, not able to meet our loved ones, it is taking toll on us. And our stress levels are even increasing more and more. According to WHO, there are almost 465 million people who are suffering from some kind of a stress. And it tears my heart apart when I read that one child in every 15 minutes is committing a suicide. 8 million people die every year in the age 9 to 24. Why? I mean, I'm a PhD. I've spent almost 24 years in education. And if I look back, I don't remember any intervention where I've been told that yes, you'll be having stress and this is the way you have to deal with that stress. Nobody told me. You really need to understand this stress and how to deal and cope with this stress. So in these next 15 minutes, I'm going to give you the gist of what all I have read, what all I have contemplated, and from my own personal experiences of stress, anxiety, and depression. Yes, we all go through these emotions. These are natural. We think that stress is a kind of a taboo, that we should not tell people that I'm feeling from stress, I'm feeling from anxiety, or I'm having a depression. Because we feel that people will think that I'm a weak person. We associate stress with our weakness, some kind of a character flaw. Please change these long, retired narratives that we keep telling ourselves that stress is not good. Stress is a sign of weakness. Stress only weak people can feel. No. Please, there's so much of research which has gone into it. These are feelings. I can feel stressed because I'm a human being. Give yourself permission to be a human. All these feelings of stress that can come from different feelings like jealousy, hate, resentment, frustration, or owing to more important factors in our life like career, relationships, our career prospects, what I'm going to do in my life, my dreams, my aspiration. When I see they're not getting fulfilled, I do have stress. I do have a feeling of failure. And it is natural. We all go through these feelings. Please understand this. These feelings means that you are a human being. Don't stigmatize stress with some kind of a weakness or with some kind of a taboo. Because the more you would do, the more you will suffer in silence. And you will not tell people about your problems. That is the main problem with stress that we keep it to ourselves because we feel that I'm strong enough, I can handle stress, I don't want to tell anybody. This is the price you pay for being strong. Last 2 decades, medical science have really done great advancement when it comes to cancer, AIDS, or heart diseases. Why? Because they have certain tools which can diagnose very early and intervene into these diseases. But when it comes to mental health, such diagnosis, such early detections are not possible. Why? Because we feel that this mental health is just a situation or such a circumstances that will go away. But that's not the case. You need to understand that certain stress, they emerge from the childhood. Research has shown that 63% they emerge at the age of 15 and 71% they emerge at the age of 23 and they manifest later in life. So we have certain tools and techniques which can tell how our brain chemistry, how our neural pathway changes at certain conditions. So if we can diagnose these things early, we can prevent stress, anxiety and depression later stage. So early detection is very important. And this early detection is only possible when you know that you are having this stress. When you know that you alone cannot deal with these problems, you need to have help from others, you need to seek some kind of help from a medical practitioner or a psychologist or a psychiatrist or someone you love to start with. Start sharing your feelings. Second most effective methods of combating or controlling your stress is exercise. There is so much of research that have proven that exercise plays the important role in controlling stress because your mind and body is connected. Sometimes what is going on in my head, I have no control. But by controlling my physical activity, I can change what I'm thinking. Because when you exercise, there are different kind of neurotransmitters and molecules that are secreted in your body like serotonins, dopamines that have the direct impact on your creativity, on your thought process. It changes you altogether. It elevates your mood and it gives you that energy and power to deal with that stress in a new light. I've been like doing exercise from last 6 years and that's my first thing to do in the morning, and I know how it has helped me to fight my stress, my anxiety and my depression. I still have these feelings on and off, but I know how to handle them. I know where it starts, where it triggers, and how I need to keep those things in control. You can do the same way. So please have some kind of lifestyle change where exercise becomes the most important part of your life. It should be integrated in your system that you would exercise at least thrice or 4 times in a week, where you are running for almost half an hour or you're doing different kind of stretches, whatever you like. It can be a dance, it can be an acrobatic, it can be your gym, anything that you like, but you have to hit the floor hard. You have to put on that sneakers and you have to run, because you have no idea how it changes your complete physiology. Last and the most important, how you attach your thought with the stress. We generally have stress because we are thinking too much about some issue. Whether it is our past, we are living in past so much that we keep thinking about our past. Oh, it would have been this, oh, it would have that. Or we are living in our future. What will happen? What will happen? What will I do? What will it become? We keep thinking about futures. You understand, future is yet to come and past, it's already gone. You need to change your thought regarding to your future and your past. You have to live in this present moment. You have to make best of whatever is happening right now. It's just the thought process, and this thought process, it's not that easily that can be changed, because we are a product of our past conditioning. This is what we have kept on thinking from ages. And that's what we are thinking right now. So it needs a lot of conscious effort from your side. It needs a lot of deliberation from your side. Yes, I will not think negative about certain situation. I will transform and think something positive in that light. And I will always keep my hope alive that things would be okay. Life is beautiful. Yes, sometimes it is messy, but still you'll be able to cope if you have that support system, if you have that self-esteem, not the inflated self-esteem, because it is harming you. You know, your brain is like a farmer's land where farmer has given you this land and you can plant any seed. Farmer is not bothered. You can plant any seed of your choice. So if you plant a seed of poison or you plant a seed of love, both will flourish. Your farmer will give nourishment to all these seeds because that doesn't know which is good or which is bad. It is your choice, what you plant in your head. That will only blossom. So be cautious of what you're putting in your head. Your conscious mind, you have to create their conscious mind as a form of a filter. What people are saying, what you're taking in, how you are interpreting, this is your duty. You have to deliberately keep filters. Only take things which are good for you. Don't make other people's opinions yours. Define your own definitions. I mean, your most empowering thought or most empowering belief can be a most limiting belief of the other person. It can happen. So why you have to judge yourself how people are judging you? If you are in a bad relationship, please walk out of that relationship. If something is troubling you, talk to the people. In any situation, you have three choices. Whether in a form of 3 A's, I would say, whether you avoid that situation, if you are not able to avoid that situation, try to alter that situation. And if you are not able to alter, please accept that situation. And the moment you accept that situation, there is certain kind of new understanding that dawns upon you. And your whole body mechanism works for you to find out that coping mechanism for you. And you become so creative in your own thinking because you know this is the thing and this is what the sources are and this is what the best I have to do in these resources. You start thinking from the new perspective. So please don't make these stress, this depression, anxiety your lifetime expressions. Life is beautiful. Please make best out of it. You never know what the next minute holds for you. So just be happy and let these emotions come and go. Sometimes you just relaxed and observe your mind, what it is all thinking all the time. Because it's its function. Heart has a function, kidney has a function, right? All body parts have some function. In the same way, brain also has its own function. So don't associate yourself too much with what your mind is thinking all the time. Just keep observing your mind. Do something creative. Keep yourself busy. Do something that you love doing. It can be anything creative. It can be anything of your choice. But understand that when stress comes, when these feelings are emerging, please talk to people. That's the most important thing. And if your parents are not understanding you, talk to your friends. If you think your friends are not understanding you, talk to people you really think they can advise you in a right way. If that is also not working, take professional help. There is no harm in taking professional help. We all are work in progress. So, have a nice day. Keep your stress at bay. There is a psychometric test in the description box. I want you to please take that test and see your stress level. And there are certain questions. Whenever you feel stressed out, please ask those questions to yourself. Write it down. take this question and write it in your copy. And every time you feel stressed, ask this question to yourself. This is very important. We all are work in progress. So let's work together. Do what best we can do and just leave rest to God.